The plan Friday morning was to begin filming a video on the 700R4 in Vicky's truck, so I backed it outside and let it warm up, and Kenny Powers brings in his S-10 for another round of Will This Part Fix It? If I was playing Jeopardy, I'd take no for 500, Alex. But Kenny's not ready to give up on his old S-10. I think the wheels and tires are worth more than the entire truck. Regardless, Kenny's still trying to get this thing to run right. So while he's in the shop working on his S-10, I backed the 64 out of the driveway and didn't even make it around the block before I had to come back and deal with the brakes that are yet again trying to seize up. I called Jeremy, and he's busy up at the farm filming something of his own.
You know what time it is? Time to go stump Chumpy. On my way, Chumpy.
I tell Jeremy on his way down to A1 I need him to stop at the house. Well?
Almost had him today. I still might. I ain't made it there yet.
Who?
Chumpy's. I asked him for a rosebud and didn't even know what one was. So then he dug around in his shit box back here and come up with one. So I'm going over to see if he's got what I need.
Let me see if you got what I need. Brakes that don't catch fire. After all that ration of shit, listen, stop. First, it was the brake drums. Then it was the adjusters. Then it was the wheel cylinders. 3 strikes, you're out. I asked Jeremy if he would check the brake pedal adjustment to make sure it's not too tight 2 days ago. He told me there's nothing wrong with the way he adjusted the pedal. I insisted, this time, that he adjust it or else. And magically, the brake drums, self-adjusters, wheel cylinders, and Jehovah's Witnesses have been cleared of any wrongdoing. It was also at this very same time that I realized my TV cable adjustment has solved the shifting issue in the transmission. I didn't even have to worry about taking the governor out. So I take the truck back to the shop to double check and make sure that these brakes are releasing and report my findings to Squidward.
Well?
What?
Does it work?
Thanks to me.
Oh, Jesus, thanks to you.
You blame the brake drums, you blame the adjusters, the parts kit, the wheel cylinders, Jehovah's Witnesses.
I do believe there's multiple problems.
There is one problem, and his name is Uncle Buck.
To further prove my point, I sent Jeremy down to A1 Auto Parts in the 64 just to make sure he understood the brakes are now fixed. I also let Mark know he was on his way.
Bucko!
Well.
Well.
I need something.
What do you need?
A rosebud.
I've got a rosebud. But it ain't the one you're probably wanting. You're really pushing me. I don't have one in stock. I don't. But I can get one tomorrow morning. Wait a minute. I've got an idea. I know I've got some torches in the back. Let me go get my box. I'll be right back.
We'll see.
Mark knew he was coming, and I gave Mark some inside information to use against him.
How can that be? How is that a thing?
Because you've been following me.
Oh, I know what to expect.
Boxes of junk laying around everywhere with good stuff in it.
Exactly. That's exactly it.
I also asked Mark to make sure that he didn't leave the store without a fire extinguisher.
You taught me something today, Jeremy.
Well,
I'm impressed.
that's not hard to imagine.
Mark lets Jeremy think he has the upper hand, and then lowers the boom.
You can't leave yet because I still got some more stuff for you. You have to take this back with you.
What is that?
That's for you.
A fire extinguisher?
Yes. Evidently, there's some more issues.
No, there's not any more issues. It's been fixed.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, my brother's
so-
a effing comedian.
We're not done yet, so you also need to take one of these back to the shop because somewhere between here and there, the other one's laying in the road.
Jeremy's lost at least 3 work lights out of my shop so far. And back at my shop, Kenny's going for round 3 of Will This Part Fix It?
Don't sound right, Kenny Powers.
We're one step closer.
To ramping it?
Kenny, this is why I like carburetors and no computers.
It's something stupid.
Kenny's waiting on one more part to try that should be in tomorrow. So he backs his S10 out as Uncle Bucko makes his return from A1 Auto Parts. And I get to find out just how good Mark got him. How'd things go down at Mark's?
Here's your fire extinguisher.
What's that for?
That's for you, I was told.
I don't need a fire extinguisher.
I don't need one.
You're the one that needs a fire extinguisher.
Oh, no. And here's your light, crybaby boy.
So now that we've verified that the truck is in fact safe for road travel, it's finally time for Vicki to make her maiden voyage.
I got my mint green shirt, my mint green shoes, and my mint green title, and I'm ready to go for my first ride.
You can tell Vicki's ready to go. She's got her hair fluffed, her mint green shirt, her mint green Converse shoes on, and her blue jeans. Her favorite pair of blue jeans, by the way. And she is headed to the BMV with Tommy to go get her title taken care of and tags put on her 64 Chevy pickup. There's still a few bugs to work out on this truck, but it's good enough shape for her to make her first drive in it. And you couldn't wipe a smile off her face all the way to Pataskala as she heads towards the BMV in downtown. Now, we bought this truck in Tennessee, and in Tennessee, vehicle titles don't have to be notarized, but here in Ohio, they do. So to get a Tennessee title transferred in Ohio, the BMV has to do a VIN number inspection on the vehicle before they will issue an Ohio title. So Vicki drove the truck in there to get the VIN number inspected and get her new tags and title issued in her name. Back at the shop, we were all eagerly waiting to see how she felt about the truck and her first drive in it. We put 40 pounds of air in the front tires to make it a little bit easier for her to steer because it still doesn't have power steering. You like it?
I'm in love. I don't need the Suburban anymore. This is my daily. The new
Oh, that's nice. So it's in your name.
Yes, it's mine. I own it. Can we get some heat, Uncle Bucko?
Talk to the junior.
It's
We're-
on
we're
order.
raw air 3 weeks now.
It's called vintage air, not rod air,
So
you
vintage
dingbat.
air controls the heat too?
Yes.
Oh.
It'll have all brand new heat and air conditioning controls.
I figured out the steering after a few turns. You can't, like,
You got your character in it.
yeah, you have to prepare. It takes a little extra.
So all in all, her first trip in the truck was a big success, which is a load off my mind because I was afraid if she had a problem, she would forever be worried about taking that truck anywhere.
I can just go wherever I want now.
The next thing we want to do to the truck is probably put power steering on it, and of course the new vintage air system, which we've got on order. Hopefully it comes in pretty soon. But in the meantime, I want to work on getting the speedometer hooked up, fix some rattles, some squeaks, and some wind noises as we move forward with this truck. All right, squirrely locks. We just got home from dinner. We took the truck to O'Charlie's tonight and had dinner with Jeff and Tiffany.
Always a good time. Always a lot of laughs.
That's Jeffafafa.
Jeff, Tiffany, Tommy, and Allison had a great time.
Thank you, Jeff and Tiffany, for dinner.
Yep.
So,
But it was our first time you taking me out to dinner in the truck.
and you got to drive it yourself today for the first, that's the first time you've ever even ridden in this truck. You've never even ridden in it.
Like, I had only ever sat in it here in the garage.
Right.
So, to leave the driveway in it and go into town, I had my paperwork. I went straight to the BMV. I'm legal beagle.
You
Got
had
the
your
title
green
in.
shirt on, your green jacket, your green Converse.
Yep.
You had your green title.
Yep. Everything. We were all color coordinated today. Yeah, even the Tennessee title was mint green. I kind of wish the Ohio titles were mint green, but it was blue. Anyway, I got it all done. They had to do a little parking lot, like, VIN tag inspection on it.
Right.
Got that done. In and out. Like, there was only 2 people ahead of me, which is unheard of on a Friday at the BMV. So it was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
Got it done. Tommy rode with me, and
Tommy loves it.
yeah, it's comfy. It really is. It feels like so roomy inside. I love it.
It really rides nice too.
Yeah. Easy to drive. The power steering was the only thing that, or lack of power steering.
Right.
Yeah, it took me a couple of turns to learn how I need to judge that because it's a little different, but other than that.
Well, I'm going to put power steering on it for you.
Yeah, but I mean, like a couple turns and I had the idea what I need to do. So.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, Kenny and I put 40 pounds of air in the front tires to make them a little bit easier for you to steer.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that helped. And we've greased the front end, and the truck's only got 33,000 original miles on it.
It rides so nice. It's just like when you hit a bump, it's like, and the seat has a little give to it. It feels like air ride seats.
Mm-hmm. So you can literally like take your hands off the wheel and it just goes straight down the road. It stops really nice.
I don't know if I should say this, but I feel like it handles better than my Suburban.
I would rather drive this than that Suburban.
Listen,
I can tell you that.
If it isn't raining, I'm running errands in this.
I'm
I hope
down.
you know that. I'm going all over the place in it.
I'm good. I don't care. It's your truck.
If
That's
it's
what we
a
built
nice
it for.
day, that's what I'm driving.
The wipers work. I mean, you can drive it in the rain.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to do that too much. So, one of the last things we need to do still is put some sort of a protective clear coat because I want it to stay like it is and not get any worse.
Right.
So we'll get to that. I know a lot of people have asked about this little hole in the fender.
We've got a plan for that.
I know, but we'll get to that stuff. But I don't want to wait any longer to drive it. Like if I put Jeremy on that, it'll be another week or two. So
What are you trying to say? Are you
I'm
trying to
just
say
ready to
he's
drive
slow?
it. No, I'm like, that's not holding up anything. Like, we can fix that later.
And I have a plan for the hole in the fender.
Don't tell it.
I'm not going to tell it,
Don't
but
tell
we
it.
have a plan.
He has a little plan.
I'm so tired of reading the comments.
When are you going to fix that hole?
Oh,
He has a plan for it.
I have a plan. Be patient. So the engine runs okay. You like the transmission.
Yeah, and it's not loud, but it's still, you can hear it going up the road.
Yeah, it's got a really nice rumble to it.
Yeah.
But you can't be standing outside in 30-mile-an-hour winds and actually hear the truck. All you're going to hear is the wind noise because we don't have fancy audio recording equipment. So you guys are just going to have to wait for the right day where we can show you what it sounds like. I kind of let it be a secret until Lucor released their video, so that was really good for them because everybody wanted to hear it. So they got to watch it on Lucor's channel. So we really appreciate Rich and Austin at Lucor for the work that they've done for us on all our vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a YouTube channel, Lucor Automotive Racing, if you want to subscribe over there. Austin is a nut.
Austin is a character. He is funny. He's got, like, I just love his personality.
Yay. Hopefully this one works out better than the other one does.
Yeah,
He's
he's something
so
else.
positive, and he's just fun to be around.
Yep. All right, Squirrely Locks.
All right.
Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I got to get to bed because I got to be up in the morning. I'm heading to Thornhill in the morning.
I'm not going.
You got to go get your Malibu and deal with that stuff.
Right.
So while you go do that, I'm going to go and do my thing.
And you're going to try and sell some merch.
Yep. Merch. We'll have SRC merch. We have Old Man's Garage merch. And Allison and Tommy are going to have some of their
Gen 2 Garage
Gen
merch.
2 Garage merch and posters.
And posters, and I've signed some.
Yep. So we got it covered. And yeah, if Mother Nature cooperates, Saturday, that's where the kids are racing. And I think the racing starts about 6 p.m. Gates open at 2 or 3, but the racing's not till 6.
Okay.
So that's all I know.
All righty. Cut.
Hold a smile that long. Now my cheeks hurt.
So what do you think of your seat and your interior?
It's comfy. It's so, like, I feel like I'm riding in a brand new truck. And the steering wheel, I was worried when I saw him painting the steering wheel. I'm like, oh, it's going to be sticky. It's not sticky at all. It's like everything feels brand new. There's no grime or anything. It's perfect.
The seat's really comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. It feels like an air ride seat.
So hopefully, what?
Well, I was just going to say I like bench seats because I was able to slide over in the middle on the way home.
Yeah, how about that?
Snuggle up. Anyway, I love the wood bed. That's going to hold groceries just fine.
Hopefully, maybe next month we can start working on putting a stereo in it, so it'll have a nice radio.
It'll be fine. I'm not in a rush. We do need heat. It was a little chilly tonight.
Well, I've got the vintage air kit on order. Uncle Terry's already on top of that at Jegs.
I know.
And as soon as it comes in, we'll put it on.
All right.
And probably put power steering on at about the same time. That's the plan.
My plan, it's 1 a.m. Again, 12:55. So I gotta get to bed because I gotta be up early to drive 3 hours.
All right.
All right.
I love you.
Love you too. Good night.
So that's going to about do it for tonight. Tomorrow, I'm going to try and go pick up the Malibu. Rich wanted to have it done for me yesterday. Technically, yesterday, Friday. Unfortunately, there was a problem with one of the bearings that came in the kit, and it was the wrong bearing for this rear end housing. And Austin and Rich wanted to put American-made bearings in it this go around, and to get those, we had to order those special through Mark at A1. So those bearings won't be in until tomorrow morning. Austin plans to be at A1 Auto Parts bright and early and pick up the bearings, take them back to Lucor, and Rich is going to try and get that rear end buttoned up as soon as he possibly can. As soon as he has it done, they'll call me and I'll go pick it up. I'm going to try and get Uncle Bucko just to take me up there and drop me off so that I can drive the car back and give that ring and pinion some time to wear in before I start abusing it at the track or doing whatever. So that's the plan for tomorrow for me. I want to thank everybody for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Means a lot. Thank you very much. Thank you for supporting everyone who supports us, A1 Auto Parts and Jegs, Lucor Automotive, everybody that helps us do what we do here at the Old Man's Garage. Thank you, everybody.